Hi everybody. How you guys doing? Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm doing okay under the circumstances, and I want to talk about the circumstances, the good, the ugly, and the bad. My dad, as you guys know, has cancer. You know, the scariest thing about this and the most confusing thing about the cancer is, why did they not detect the esophagus cancer before it spread to his brain? Why did they let it get that far before anybody knew? Why can't we detect cancer earlier? And why? And why does it spread in some people and others it doesn't? And how much did him smoking cause this or contribute to it? And to attribute to it means that it was a factor, but there's other factors involved to me. And how long is it going to be before he gets so confused that he might not remember who I am at times? He didn't even know coffee. He thought coffee was water. And why is my mother in denial and not want me to mention the word cancer to her? And why can I not talk to my dad about this? Why does bringing up subjects like cancer and mental illnesses and people being different or suicidal thoughts make people have a negative connotation? And a connotation, well, I know what I'm trying. A connotation means what people think or assume. And assume, as I said before, to me is like a hypothesis. They're taking a guess or they're telling what they think their opinion is, but it might not be the same opinion that I think or my perception of the situation. And why do we care more about money than we do people's own health? Why? And here's my opinion about that. If we did not care, if we cared about more people's health, we would outlaw smoking. And I know this is a free country and in some ways, and I know there's free will. But why do we care more about money than other people's health, like about smoking and alcohol? Why do people face their problems in the bad way? And people are human and they make mistakes. But people know the risk. Now, if you have a mental illness, sometimes we don't think things through, honestly, and most people don't. But sometimes, not an excuse, but there's a likelihood that we don't think things through. People with mental illness, like ADHD people, have impulses. And they may do something spare at the moment. They know what they did, but they don't understand the consequences of that action at that time. But they still know what they did was wrong. They just didn't think it through. Impulse means a quick decision. Like you don't even think about it, you just do it. Well, you could think about it, but impulse means really quickly. You don't think about the consequence, you don't ponder it. And another thing about cancer. Why does God make people have cancer? I don't mean make people. Why? You know why? Because the devil tears people down by, in some ways, putting cancer on certain people. I can't blame it on the devil, and I'm not blaming it on God. I'm just saying, the devil brings things upon you to get you away from God. And maybe my dad having cancer is the devil's doing. Now, I don't understand God's plan, and I don't understand the devil's plan. Well, I understand what the devil wants. The devil wants to destroy people that believe in God, and the devil wants people not to believe in God. Now, I understand God loves us, and I understand He has a plan for us, but why doesn't He show that plan ahead of time? Because then we probably wouldn't need God, and then we wouldn't even talk to God. God loves every single one of you guys. And God heals the broken people. Like, I'll give you an example. Truth be told, I would have already killed myself right now if I didn't have the Lord in my life. Because the only shred, the only thing that is giving me hope right now, and that is my faith in God. And the fact that God hasn't called me from heaven means He still has a purpose for me in this world. And another question I don't get. They say if you're suicidal, to get all the pills away from you. But what if those pills are helping you with your mental illness or something? And if pills are so dangerous when people are depressed or suicidal, how come when you go to the doctor, they give you antidepressants? How do you know that person that's depressed isn't going to take the whole pills and just do it? It's crazy. Why do we rely on medicine to fix problems and not rely on God? I'm not saying that medicine doesn't help. I'm just saying, why is our first thing is to give people medicine? Because to make more money. This world, people, is all about making money. If it wasn't, we wouldn't have drugs. We wouldn't have smoking. People want money more than the president, the government, care more about money than saving people's lives, in my opinion. Because as I said, if they did, they would outlaw smoking. They would outlaw drinking of all ages. Make smarter choices. Do things that are going to help other people out, not harm them. And if you don't see a role model in your life, be the role model. Be the change you want to see. And by the way, the last time I got out of depression was my old trainer helped me. His name is Will. I gave him a list. It was 4 months ago. It was a goal list. But I regret it because I didn't write the list down for me. And that was the last shred of hope, because at that point, I was over. I didn't believe in God. I was mad at God. But this time, my faith is stronger. So I'm relying on the Lord. Back to my story about Will. So I gave him the paper. And I really want that paper back, but I don't think he has it. And I really wish he does have it, because I want to know those goals, and I forgot all of them. So, yeah, it would really, and I pray that Will finds it. And I pray. But in case you guys are wondering, there is a future for me still. It's just going to take some time to get used to the fact that my dad has a terminal illness. And another question about cancer. How much pain is my dad going to be in? So many questions to ponder. And my biggest fear is he's 70. And I was reading online that people that have terminal illness, they try to commit suicide sometimes. How depressed is he going to get? And by the way, just because people are talking about suicide doesn't mean they're going to do it. And just because somebody looks up suicide doesn't mean they're going to do it. I have pimples. I am stressed. So anyways, but one of my goals is I'm going to do a trail run. Then I'm going to do a marathon in the next, I think, 6 months. And what are my other goals? I want to go skydiving soon. And surfing. Oh, but I had to hold off my my triathlon because my mother's already worried, and before my dad had canceled, she was worried about me drowning. So to take the worry off of her, I didn't do a triathlon. So I spent the money, as I said before. I got a camera. See, and I got a new computer, but I don't have that with me because I am dog sitting for about the next week. And I know you're not supposed to show your money, but I am. I saw the first $50 bill that is new for me. And it's the first time I've seen it. Actually, I got two $50. She gives me $20 to dog sit each day. So anyways, that's what's up with me. So everybody pray for my dad and pray that my old trainer Will finds that sheet. Pray that God helps me to remember that sheet again. Now here is the verse. And I'll tell you what I think it means. Blessed is the man who perseveres under trials, because when he has stood the test, he will know the crown of life that's good has promised to those who love him. It's in James. And what that means is God has a blessing even through the trials. Even through the bad parts, there's a blessing. Like, here's my blessing. I just earned $100 by dog sitting. And I could eat their food. Too. Family. And my big sister gave me a bike. So now I have 3 bikes. So, yeah. And also, God is always with you, and God loves you. And what that means is that if you endure pain with God, God will give you blessings. Because suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. My dad is always going to be in my heart. And he's not dead yet, but half of him died with the cancer because his personality changed. But you know what? Don't rely on people to make you happy. Go within yourself. Rely on God to make you happy. And don't let anybody tell you that you're not good enough or beautiful. Because you know what? You are. And stand up for what you believe in is more courage than being somebody you're not, or trying to do something, or be somebody you're not just to fit in with the popular crowd. That's all I have to say.